Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Latin Empire Renaissance 4 with the Extended Timeline mod. Here we are, just, having a short break. Not really sure what else we're doing. And, well, here we go. So, what the bloody hell? Oh, Hungary. Really now? Child. But anyway, so we'll be getting medieval administration. And hopefully the tech after that as well, before these get to the next level. This is guaranteed. It's to prevent the big jump in certain things. But anyway, I am going to wait for my aggressive expansion to cool off quite significantly, because this entire region here, if I took all of it at once, might end up triggering a coalition. Now, Sicily is not strong, and I want to get the rest of it under my control before the Renaissance hits. And the reason for this is pretty simple. I mainly want it so that when I have it, it's all stable and whatnot. And so that the eventual, well, it's guaranteed to occur, if I could think it would help. Oh, this is one of the border provinces. So this has 441. I shall definitely invest in that manpower, thank you. Why are these already able to be converted? Okay. I'm confused, I'll admit. And I am going to start converting these in here. Now, the main crucial factor to consider right now is aggressive expansion and the upcoming religious change that will occur. Since I'm going to go Protestant, which should convert my capital, Constantinople, in whatnot. Now, certain provinces are extremely well developed and they'll take a lot to convert. Konya for one, Tanarvo for another. And I've just realised I am going to want to convert this before the upcoming religious war, so I can actually convert it. Same will apply to other high development provinces which are scattered around the place. Now, I do have a small advantage in comparison to some others, and that advantage is, well, look at, say, this, because I'll be able to convert all of this, but look at all of that. It's wrong culture, but it's also low development. Over here, which I've already converted, and this place here, Tanarvo and Plovdiv and whatnot. Now that's going to require 600, which is a lot. So I am going to start gathering points. Now this will speed up religious conversions when I convert. And there's also other things, but I'll leave those out for the moment. Now, once I've taken out Sicily, I should do quite well. In being able to defend this area, I'd have these two forts here guard the northern border. And up here, I eventually plan to have the fort in Sopron to produce a stable border here, alongside many others. There's also a lot of other things to consider, but some of them are irrelevant for the immediate moment. Medieval administration has been gained. National ideas next will give me cathedrals, which I might actually build quite a few of, specifically for that sweet bonus. For the matter, let's check where we can build stuff, in particular churches. The fact is they're located pretty much everywhere. That there can be one, there is one. Because the AI loves building them. I don't know why it loves building them, it just does. and to be honest, I'm not going to question that. Because it means I have better religious converting power, and it does give an overall boost. The few provinces that don't have it are typically lower development provinces. I almost thought that was a province for a moment, and I feel idiotic. But anyway, that is going to take a chunk out of my treasury, but so what? It's not like I haven't got 15,000 ducats still, is it, guys? But anyway, so once I've converted and have Sicily under my control, it's really a matter of what I want to do then. Do I go for the rest of Italy and attack the papacy and whatnot? Or do I go east into Egypt? Well, southeast. Because really, this is the integral part of the... Like, the Holy Land is here, and that's still going to be the Holy Land regardless of things. To be honest, getting it would be incredibly beneficial, because Jerusalem actually gives you an extra missionary. So, do I want to go for it? I might do. Just take all the border provinces and get that, but I could also just stay Acre and Al-Quds, and I'll be fine. Of course, it'll be a surrounded enclave in Egypt, but hey, it would still give me a significant boost. Of course, Egypt and Ethiopia stalemated again. So, what I think I'll do is I'll attack Sicily soon enough, and then I'll settle down for at least some time. To prepare for the upcoming events. Now, the maximum aggressive expansion I'm going to get is, in the coalition, about 14 if I demand Salento. And 14, even with these guys up here, is not going to push them over the threshold by January. So I am actually going to demand Salento in a moment. Which they would give. Oh, you fucking cock. Now let's just use the papacy influence I've gathered up to, you know, get up there. Now, demanding Salento is going to be highly beneficial. It will secure this and give me a fort. And it'll mean all my army only has to focus on a small area down here. I like how he's too nervous to attack a smaller army just because it's French, eh? Oh, it's an indulgent general. How lovely. But yeah, give me Salento, mate. Yeah, see, the French attacked them, and they're not... Yeah, they're going for it now. They're going to actually beat the French. Good job, lads. You did something. You beat the French, even temporarily. But the... Yeah. So, that's just me being stupid, don't worry. So, they squished a French stack, but now they're reduced to this. They no longer have this. Which was not really a high development province, but it's something they probably would have wanted to keep. Now, that puts my aggressive expansion around here, up at 40, 41. Looks like it's perfectly fine, it will go away quite quickly. So that is absolutely alright. Iberia is a total mess, which I actually sort of want to fix. And I'm not sure how. I might just attack Andalusia, take this land here, and just jump across North African coast to get to Andalusia and start conquering all of that. Nah. But anyway. Eventually, their capital will fall. It's a pretty much inevitable fact at this point. that I will eat Sicily. Now, how much would Vidin cost? Like, actually, I can't do those yet. Yeah, there goes all those truces, which I don't really care about because they're not going to do anything. So I'm going to start converting like all of the Bulgarian lands in my area. Get rid of those. Now, do I have an advisor? Nope, I don't actually have an advisor there. I'd prefer to have one though. Not the one that costs a bajillion, but ah well. So what else is there to consider? Well, I'm making a ton of money, and I am pretty much perfectly fine to just do as I please. This guy. Anyway, so manpower is capped out. Culture is converting quite smoothly. Next I'll convert Borngaz. I am quite sure I absolutely butchered the pronunciation of that. So I will be converting that once I can. Now I believe there is no reason to attack any of the northern nations here any further. So what else is there to think about? Well, the French landed another 11k stack with more cav this time, and I am slightly amused. And I might actually start converting the Italian provinces. But I would have to convert up the coast of this first to really get it without any ill effects. Then again, I could use Bari. And Bari is here. So I could use that to spread Greek culture into Italy. I have about 20 years to prepare. For the inevitable coming of the religious reformation. Because I'm estimating it's going to occur when the Renaissance hits. That's what I guess is going to occur. Again, it's not positive, but it's an idea, and it's probably a good one to assume that's when it triggers. Or when it becomes viable, and there's a lot of other things to bring into consideration. Well, isn't that gutting? Just 2 years of slightly less morale. Now, if there's anything I really need to be cautious about, it is when I take the rest of Sicily for myself. Oh, okay. Now, Messina is well developed, Siracusa, and then Palermo. Palermo is the rather well developed. Now, it would cost a bit to call. The local traders are starting to get on my nerves because they keep demanding money, and I might tell them to fuck off soon. Now, there's other factors as well that will be taken into account while I plan the eventual conquest of this. When I push up into the papacy and out into northern Italy, connecting up my lands here for Friuli and Treviso are going to be the most crucial things, I think. As well as Verona. Now, Ferrara, you can fuck off. Oh! Sorry, guys. No, not allowed to do that, because I'm not going to lose any base tax just because you're being bitches. I don't care if you're disloyal, you can fuck off with that sort of bullshit. It's not allowed. Secondly, once I have gained all of this, I should be in effectively the strongest position in the Mediterranean, as those that could stop me are also located on the Mediterranean, and I now therefore own the most lucrative in terms of cash trade nodes. And Italy itself is very well developed, and so on. This actually gives a small penalty to conversion, and I just realised I don't really have to worry about the culture initially, since I will get a +10 modifier. Now, it is still going to harm it, but that +10 modifier should enable me to convert anything that's a pain in the ass. I lost my claim on Syracuse, did I? What about the one on Messina? How long is that lasting now? Pretty much up until the Reformation, so yeah, that's not going to go away. Now, what else is there to look at? Well, I think it's quite safe to say that Pereyaslav is going to either form Russia or Ukraine. Ryazan and Novgorod had their chance and they died because of Pereyaslav. And over here, Jin is still the strongest power. Zaire? I know it would be Zaire. I'm just going to pronounce it Zaire. Is actually alive. Mongolia is a one province minor, how lovely. Ning is just suffering. Indochina's a mess. India's a mess. Ethiopia and Egypt's eternal rivalry continues on. And so on. I imagine that once I attack Egypt, I'm actually going to upset this balance between these two, and it's going to end up with like Ethiopia just invading all of Egypt. I like how Semyon is just, it's just been alive. It's been alive and it's just always been that way. But anyway, gonna have to end this episode here, so thank you for watching and I'll be seeing you next time, where we shall see just what we're gonna do in the upcoming future, like we deal with these, but well. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.